Hey guys, how are you doing? I just wanted to check in with you guys. Hope you guys are all enjoying your September. And less than a week to go to autumn, my very favorite season. So, as you guys may know, I've been keeping a more closer eye to when I see the JW carts around. And more or less, I don't see them as much as I used to. I would say, like, since COVID, they haven't been out as much. It's harder to watch to see if they're going door to door. I have not seen personally any going door to door. I wonder if they really have minimized that to a real. I think I think a lot less do go out door to door than when this is. I do. I think a few reasons. The Watchtower and Awake magazines are printed less than ever. Like, like one or two issues a year maybe. They don't even put the dates on them anymore. And I think another reason they don't have to count their hours anymore. So, you know, less motivation or less pressure really to go out and do the door to door work. And I think another good reason is just the tough economic times that everybody is facing in so many countries. People are just, I think, more witnesses. You know what? Screw going out in service. I need to work. I need to put food on my table. I need to pay my bills. I need to work. Like, just tough economic times. People just have to prioritize more. So, as for the JW carts, I can report that I find it like so ironic. Well, just I know they're thinking, like I know how some of them think. Like so, I'll get right into it. So there is a large park in my city. It's kind of I guess like more of a rectangle shape, like very big park. So if you go along the four streets that enclose this park, and usually on one of these streets, I have noticed that if I do see a Jehovah's Witness cart, it's usually it's usually on a Wednesday. Most of the time, sometimes on a Tuesday or a Thursday, but most of the time, if I do, it's on a Wednesday, and it's. Do I see it more often? I think no time of the month, no, but just that one day of the week, and I know it's just, and that to me, I'm just because they got to count their hours, like so they're scheduling, counting their hours, so they like, and I usually see it's JW, it's a family, it's uh father, like husband, wife, and daughter. The daughter usually I see attending this cart, so I'm just like I know right away they've arranged their schedule that counting their time, and if they go there, it's only on Wednesdays. It's like usually on a Wednesday to count their times. I have also very happy to tell you guys that whenever I have passed and seen them on the road, I'm always looking for them now, like to see if I see them. Um, I'm always happy to see that the majority of people ignore the Jehovah's Witnesses cards. Like the work is pointless. And I have also noticed that in the downtown of my city, there's a corner that I used to always like a good number of years. I would always see Jehovah's Witnesses carts there, various days of the week. And I'd say for about the past, I think it might have even been a couple of years now that I haven't, I don't see the JW cart there anymore. But today, today I was downtown walking up that street, where they usually set up their JW cart. I was on that street and walking towards to visit my boyfriend in the hospital. He's okay. And I almost didn't see it. Like saw it at like the last second as I was walking by, because they're usually JW cart, like they're usually on the side a little further in on the sidewalk, like closer to the stores. This one was closer to the edge of the street for some reason. And I walked by and I just made a split second decision. You know what? I'm gonna turn around and just go get a magazine. The odd time I do, but I'm always like very conscious. Like I just smile and just go along with what they say. I would never say that I'm an ex-JW. And today I picked up a couple of their. I just like to have them, might burn them at some point. And they kind of like feign and interest, and they I picked up one of the watchtowers on how was war, about war, will there ever be an end to war? And it was kind of funny because there were two JW ladies. It's usually ladies, the woman, and the one actually said, the older one, there was one I'd say in her 20s and the other one was older. The older one was talking to me and she said, she actually asked me, have you ever had a Jehovah's Witness visit you at your door? And I said, yeah, I have over the years. And just like, wow, they know. I think they know most people have had contact with the Jehovah's Witnesses nowadays. I'm just happy to see that it. I think the JW cards actually, I think it actually just minimizes. I think it more minimizes advertising their message. I don't think it makes them more seen. I think it just makes it that much easier to ignore. Most people nowadays are just staring at their phone, lost in their own mind. Cars you drive just too quickly to really notice or see it most of the time. And man, I could watch a JW cart for hours and I know I would. And I've never really see anyone approach. Everybody they might as well be invisible. And we know it's worth just walking past their carts anyways, right? Exactly. Because they do not have the truth for a second, man. I'm like, for a split second, when I was standing at that cart, for a split second, I thought to myself, if I hadn't been a Jehovah's Witnesses, could I have gotten sucked in again? And I'm like, maybe, but I thought to myself, you know what? It's more, to me, it's more about not being fooled by their friendly, what seems a friendly, harmless nature and approach that they try to show the world, because it's really not. It causes a lot of harm. It's a false gospel. They do not have the truth. They need to be avoided at all costs. I'd like to read a quote that's actually right out of one of their literature, their Awake magazine of February 8th, 2003, on page 31, that says, anyone can put anything on the internet, in a magazine, or in a book. Thus, we need to use discernment and educate ourselves so that we do not gullibly believe whatever we read. This is from their own literature. You know, I think part of me feels like all these worldly people that they're trying to advertise and share their good news, you know, they're not so gullible and stupid after all, because how many of them just walk by your stupid little cards and pay absolutely no attention to them? There you go. There you go, Jehovah's Witnesses. So I'll leave you guys with a scripture that I think goes along well with that quote from that Awake magazine. I thought First John 4 and 1. 1 John 4 verse 1. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, whether they are of God, because many false prophets are gone out into the world. Keep ignoring the cards, guys. Jehovah's Witnesses are false prophets.